Yes, and welcome back to Oakfield Farm, everybody. And yes, we've gone ahead and ploughed up field number 15. Get it right. You remember that I purchased this field at the end of the last episode. It was really foggy this morning, actually, in game. Made it a bit difficult from a visibility point of view, but it's cleared to a really cracker day. And we've gone ahead and ploughed this entire field. So it's a really good sized field, actually. And I'm pretty happy with it. Now, one thing I did discover is that there are some issues around where the edge of the field is. And so I've got this big dirt sort of ring at this part of the field. I'm going to fill that in with grass in just a second. The other thing I started to do was to chop down some of these trees over here, just to open up this field a little bit. And as you can see, I've got this. I could have actually chopped down these trees and extended the field right around here. But I decided to actually leave this clear, and I might use it for beehives or even to plant trees or something a bit different. So we'll keep that clear. But in the meantime, just been chopping down these trees with the chainsaw and then transporting some of the wood over to the sawmill. So we'll do another load very, very soon. It's not a... Oh, look, I left my car on. It's not very green, Mace. Let's get out of there. You don't earn a heck of a lot of income, maybe about $500 for a load, but it actually covers the cost of workers' wages. That's the way I look at it, and it doesn't take too long to do, so it's quite a nice little income generator just to keep things ticking over while I've got some guys in the field. And the farm, it's got exceptionally busy now. We'll take a quick look at what's happening on the farm. We won't do it through there, we'll do it through here. Hold on, here we go. Okay, so if we take a look at the fruit types that we've got going on. So up at number 34 up here, we've got the rye. And that's almost ready to harvest. I think it's on the second last growth stage. So towards the end of this game day, we should be able to go ahead and harvest that. I've also gone ahead and in field number 13, planted up a whole lot of canola, which is fantastic. And so that's all fertilised, all planted, so ready to harvest probably tomorrow, game day. Obviously, field number 15 here is the one that we've been working on. Field number 9 is currently just sitting there after we harvested it last time. So we'll look to go and plant some sort of crop up there. I'm not too sure what. I think if we take a look at our storage here, we'll probably either throw some barley up in that little field or some wheat just to top that up. Something like that. Or maybe even some soybeans once again. One of the two. If we take a look at where ploughing is required, I don't think... Where are we? If we just take off fertilising, yeah. As we said, no ploughing required there in field number 9, so we can go straight ahead and plant our crop. So, what I'm going to do here though is I'm just going to replant this grass in this little awkward bit, and I've brought my John Deere here, which I prepared earlier, in the great traditions of cooking shows. And we will just try to be as careful as we can here. And we'll just try to sew this in here and then match it up with that edge, just so we've got a better looking field, really, more than anything else. Sew this grass in here. What I'm actually going to do at the top of the headland here, that's the roadway, just over that fence right there is the main road right up through the middle of the map. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to continue to plant this grass right around, as this extends out a little bit, the grass, right around that edge. Because what I want to leave is I want to leave a big grass strip right down this part of the field, this edge of the field, so then I can drive vehicles without destroying crops, and I can get access to this field that we can see behind us there. That's the main reason. So So a grass strip right along here after ploughing it out. That's a bit silly, but I just discovered that. So there we go. So we'll plant a grass strip right up this bit here, right through to the gate, and hopefully we can see what we're doing here. And that way we've got a nice grass strip that we can drive down, bring vehicles down, do what we want to do, and get access to that little part of the field without having to run over crops or have to worry about what growth stage they're in. So that's really the thinking behind that. So it's not very much to do here, so we'll just continue to follow up behind here, follow behind our tractor and our sower. I really want to do some fun sunflowers, Really like to do some sunflowers at some stage, because I haven't done them before, funnily enough. All the time I've had this game, I've never done them. The only problem is I've got to invest in another sower to do it. I can just lease one, so that's perhaps what I will end up doing. But I would have preferred to have bought my own one if possible. I'm just going to try to straighten this up a bit right here and just plant this grass right to the edge of that roadway. So maybe look to... I don't know, I won't throw sunflowers into this particular field at this point. But there we go, grass has been planted. So we'll just turn that off and lift it up. And now what I can go ahead and do is plant the rest of this field in another crop. But I've got, as you can see, where you can see I've sown right up there, that will be grass. It's a nice entrance and exit for whatever activity I decide to do over on that part of the field. So we'll need to go and just do these, redo another swipe of this headland in the crop I'm going to throw in here. What am I going to put in here? That is the question. What should I put in here? I want to do one. I think I might throw some soybeans in. Or perhaps some barley. I mean, if I do barley or wheat, then I can grab some bales off this field also. So maybe I'll throw some wheat in there. Undecided. I'm going to have a think about that, guys, and next episode we can discover what I ended up planting in here. But I'll just leave this sower over here. And, oh, we do need to go ahead and return this plough. We don't need it anymore. I was going to actually buy another field, actually, and really get my production up, but I've decided just to hold off just for a little while. Just to maybe do another round of harvests or another cycle of harvest throughout the fields I already have, and then maybe look to invest in another field. At the moment though, I'm stretched pretty wide just getting all this harvesting done. Let's just grab this last log here and just try to place it up on here. Great. Throw that on there. Great. And throw the last strap on there. Now we might as well go and sell these logs here. As you can see, I've got a nice size space right here, so I can set up my either a beehives, or one of those placeable factories, or something just a little bit different. I'm not too sure. It's a good little space. It's not quite big enough to make it worthwhile just mowing grass and stuff like that, and making grass bales or silage or something like that, so I won't do that. There's no gaps in these fences either to quickly get across to the sawmill, which I was a little bit disappointed with. But so we'll just rock ourselves down here, down the edge, try to avoid that sowing I've just done as much as possible. And let's just quickly drop off these logs and see what income we're going to get. I would say it's only going to be 500, maybe even 1,000 with these, because they're small logs. There's not a lot to them. You're not likely to get a huge price. The good news is it's not a lot of travel required to get down to the factory here. So we just move this one around here. I've conveniently left the gate open. This is a really cool looking little sawmill, by the way. I love it. I think this is where you put your larger logs potentially, but over here is where the magic happens. So 156954. Okay, so we're $110 short of 1,000, so about just under $900 we got for that load, and I'm really happy with that. It's a decent little return there, and like I say, it covers the cost really of the workers that I've got out on the field that have been doing all the ploughing and all the sowing for me, which I'm happy for them to do, because it can be quite a difficult task to keep it nice and straight without the GPS and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I've got here goes this top field number 34 up the top there, as we can see. And that's got the rye in it, and that's just got probably 2 more stages to go, and that will be all ready to harvest. So I've just left this sitting here. I've got traffic turned off, so I'm not going to annoy the neighbours too much right there. So that is all good. So in the meantime, I think the next task really is to get this field sown, and return our plough. And what else have we got to do? apart from that, oh, we've got to sow the top little field number 9, which is bottom left, sort of a third of the way up the page there, field number 9 beside Hilltop Stores. So there we go, folks. Just a quick little update to show you what's been going on. It's been very, very busy. I've been playing offline probably about 3 hours or 2 hours since the last video, just to get this field prepared and start generating some harvest. So we'll look to continue this on in the next episode. So thank you very much for checking it out. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, take it easy.